देना है।
नहीं, उतना सारा देना नहीं है। एक
देना है
क्वांटिटी
ना।
का दूसरे क्वांटिटी के साथ रिलेशन बताता है वो।
हाँ
हाँ, मतलब
ठीक
जैसे
है।
एक एप्पल का, 1 रुपए का 2 एप्पल मिलता है, ऐसा रिलेशन है ना ये दोनों के बीच में। अगर मैं
हाँ
बोलूं आपको, फिर मेरे पास 2 रुपीज है, सो हाउ मेनी एप्पल्स वी हैव? 4 एप्पल्स।
हाँ
बिकॉज वी नो दैट 1 rupees have 2 apples. So 2 rupees, we got 4 apples. For 3 rupees, we got 6 apples. So this is the relationship.
हाँ ठीक
What is
है।
the relationship?
4 apples, 3 apples, no.
हाँ, मतलब एक के लिए
Like,
उतने मिलते हैं ना। हाँ, तो बेसिकली ये छोड़ दो, अभी ज्यादा कॉन्सेप्ट डीप जा रहा होगा तो इसको हम बाद में वापस से लेंगे। अभी फिलहाल पेपर है तुम्हारा, तो पेपर की तरफ चलते हैं, ठीक है? ओके, सो व्हाट इज द रेशियो? So ratio is a simplified fraction. What ratio called?
simplified fraction.
That's it. So if anyone asking you about definition of ratio, so the ratio of definition of ratio is simplified fraction.
Simplified fraction.
हाँ, simplified fraction का मतलब, अगर आपको कोई भी फ्रैक्शन दिया जाए, लाइक 30/20, तो इसका
हाँ
सिंप्लीफाइड फ्रैक्शन क्या रहेगा? हियर जीरो जीरो
30/20.
get cancelled. So what will you get?
हाँ
3/2.
ये 2.
If 3/2 are further simplified,
If 3/2 of 1.1.5
नहीं ना, पॉइंट में आएगा।
होगा।
पॉइंट में आएगा। ऐसे फ्रैक्शन में सिंप्लीफाई हो गया क्या, बताओ?
हाँ नहीं।
नहीं होगा, तो यहाँ पे रुक जाना है। तो ये रेशियो हो जाता है 3:2।
But if it was 4/2, then we could simplify it to 2/1.
यस, वेरी गुड। तो 4/2 का रेशियो रहेगा, 2 1 2, 2 2 4, सो दैट इज 2/1। सो रेशियो इज 2:1।
हाँ
ओके।
हाँ
हाँ, अब इसका रेशियो बताओ। 50/20, तो व्हाट इज द रेशियो?
50/25/55 with 10, 25
है
pointed.
ना, डायरेक्ट जीरो जीरो
Uh,
कैंसिल हो जाएगा।
हाँ.
सो 5/2।
You can't divide it more because of 25.
25 नहीं, 5 है ना रे। 5, here 0 0 get cancelled. 5 and 2 are
हाँ
remain.
हाँ हाँ
Okay.
हाँ.
So this is the ratio.
Hmm.
So
But
how?
what if it wasn't not on, like not in zeros?
Not in zeros वाली केस में भी फिर सिंप्लीफाई करेंगे, लाइक if we have 16 and then 12,
हाँ
so the both numbers are divisible by 2. Okay,
हाँ.
so we are dividing this by 2, so we will get 8.
8,
And if we dividing by
6.
2, we will get 4, no 6. Okay, again it is 8/6, it will divide it by 2 again.
So 4 and 3.
4 and 3, and now
Now I can't divide one.
can't divide, so this is the ratio.
Hmm.
Got it?
Huh.
And how to read it?
So read it as 4/3.
4/3 नहीं, 4:2.
4:3.
4:3, हाँ, is 2. These two dots are called as is 2.
Is 2.
Is 2 in this chapter. Okay, in set they
हाँ
are called as such that.
हाँ
सेट में अलग था, इसमें अलग है।
हाँ.
Okay, हाँ. Okay, so difference between fractions and ratio, we already know that. Ratio has a no meaning, no unit.
हाँ.
Why they has a no unit? Because we are taking a ratio of same quantities. Like if we have a 20 velocity, 20 meter per second velocity, and we are giving a ratio of 20 meter per second velocity to 60 meter per second velocity. So 0 0 get cancelled, 2 1 2, 2 3 6. So 1/3 is the ratio. But what about unit? So meter per second and meter per second get cancelled. Okay.
हाँ
So
हाँ
ratio has no unit.
हाँ.
कोई भी यूनिट नहीं रहता है उसको, क्योंकि वो उसी का रेशियो लिया रहता है सेम क्वांटिटीज का, तो उसको यूनिट नहीं रहता है कभी। ठीक है।
हाँ.
हाँ, और इसका ये रेशियो आएगा 1:3। तो हमें क्वेश्चन पेपर में कैसे आते हैं, तो लाइक दिस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन हैपन इन योर एग्जाम. So read the question number 1, example number 1 on page number 253.
Express 12
Is
to
to
the
15.
is to 15 in the simplest form of solution.
12 is to 15 in simplest form.
Assembly.
देखो, सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म में लाना है मतलब क्या, इसको पहले डिवीजन ले लो, ये इस टू का मतलब क्या होता है 12/50. ओके,
हाँ.
so how to simplify it, which number divide the both numbers?
Uh, 3
Okay, so
3
if we are
divided.
dividing by 3 to the both numbers, so we will get 4 in numerator and 5 in denominator. Okay,
हाँ.
so is this fraction is divisible by any number? Again,
No.
no.
Yeah,
So
4 is, but not 5.
okay, so this is
So
the
it'll be 4 is to 5.
yes. So this is the simplest form. Got it?
हाँ.
सिंपलेस्ट मतलब सबसे सिंपल वाला ये फॉर्म है, इससे आगे वो डिवीजन नहीं होता, तो दैट्स व्हाई वी आर कॉलिंग 4:5 एज एन सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म ऑफ 12:50. Got it?
Yes, sir.
What you understood here?
Sir, over here I understood how to bring it down to the simplest form. If it's 15 is to 12, you will just divide it like the same with what it can be divided with. What the answer is, the denominator will be always the denominator. It will be 4 by
4
4
by
is to 5.
Next question. Read the question number 2.
Question number 2 is find the ratio of 20 centimeters to 30 centimeters.
To 30
30
centimeters.
centimeters.
Okay, so we have to find the ratio of 20:30. So how we can solve it? So ratio of 20:30. Okay,
Cut out the zeros.
cut out the zero. So 20/30 first write in fraction form, then we will cut the zeros here. 0 get cancelled, so which terms are remain? 2 by
3 is to 2.
3. 2 by 3.
But you will write, and you can't break it down further, so it'll be 3 is to 2.
Why are 3:2? 2:3.
2
2
is to
is in
3.
numerator and 3 is in denominator.
Hmm.
So first write numerator and then write denominator.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, what you understood here, tell me.
So over here I understood how to break it down to like 2 is to 3, 3 is to 4. Like how to set it, how
Yeah.
to write it.
What is the question? He want to ask you find the ratio of 20:30. Okay.
Hmm.
So how to find ratio? Just take a division of two numbers and simplify it. We will get a ratio.
Hmm. Yes, sir.
Yes. Next question number 3. I am sending you video of last lecture and today's lecture also. Just repeat the videos
Okay.
and write the notes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hmm.
Next, find the ratio of 6 hours to 1 day.
24 hours, I know that, because we did this in class. 1 day will count as 24 hours.
Very good. So for taking a ratio, we just check that the ratio quantities of twos to the unit of these two quantities should be equal. So in first quantity there is in hour and second quantity is in days. Is they are equal?
But you can't put days with hours, so you'll put it as 24 hours because 1 day has 24 hours.
Very good. So we will shift first in one unit. So we can easily convert days in hours. So here 6 hours as
6 upon 24.
in 1 day how many hours are come? So 24 hours. Okay.
Huh.
So now
So
the
6
method,
upon
now the condition satisfied. Unit of both quantities should be equal. Okay.
equal.
Then we will take a ratio.
Hmm. 6
Then,
upon 24. 6
so what
upon
is the
24.
ratio? Okay, ratio is equal
6
to
upon
6 upon
6
24.
upon 24.
Okay, so what is the simplified fraction? Is
Okay,
24 comes in 6
3,
table?
3. These two will come in 2 tables.
Is a 24 comes in 6 table?
No, they both come in 2 tables.
Okay, so 2 3 the and 2
They
12.
24 does come in 6 tables, but
Yes,
yeah.
we can directly divide also, but no issue. Now we will get a 3 by 12. Okay,
Huh.
is 3 is 12 comes in 3 table?
No,
No, 3 1 the 3,
no.
3 4 the 12.
Acha, huh. It does. Hmm. So
Tell me
3
the
plus
table of
1.
3.
3 1 is 3, 3 2 is 6, 3 3 is 9, 3 4 is 12, 3 5 is 15, 3
हाँ 3
6
4
is
the 12 आ
17.
गया ना फिर
Acha, huh.
फिर तो 1 by 4 is an answer. Okay,
Hmm. Huh.
so what is the ratio?
The ratio would be 1 is to 4.
1 is to 4 because it is simplified one.
Huh.
Okay,
Understood. Huh.
okay. So in first, what is the new things in this question? Conversion of
Huh?
units. Conversion of units is the new thing.
Huh.
Okay, so this
What do you
this
mean
part,
convert?
this part is the new.
Okay.
One quantity given in hours and second quantity given in days. So we have to convert days in hours or hours in days. So basically the easiest method is that convert days into hours. Okay,
Huh.
so that's why we are converting days into hours. And now both unit of quantities are same, then we will take a ratio.
Huh.
Next,
Hmm.
कौन सा है क्वेश्चन? ये तीन ही क्वेश्चन है क्या इसमें?
Huh?
यहाँ तक थ्री थ्री क्वेश्चन ही है क्या? सिर्फ आगे का पेज नंबर के आगे के पेज का टॉपिक क्या है? इक्विवेलेंट रेशियोज है क्या?
Example 4. Equivalent ratios.
Okay, okay. So see the next topic, that is equivalent ratio.
Equivalent ratio.
What is the meaning of equivalent?
Equivalent.
Equivalent means equal.
Equal.
हाँ, मतलब इक्वल रेशियोज होने चाहिए.
हाँ.
ठीक है.
हाँ.
इक्विवेलेंट का मतलब होता है इक्वल होना चाहिए. ठीक है. अब इक्वल रेशियोज कैसे क्रिएट करेंगे? If two, the definition of this equivalent ratio is that if two or more ratios are said to be equivalent if they are equal when reduced to the simplest form. If we are reducing the ratios to the simplest form, they should be equal. That ratios are called as equivalent ratios. Got it?
Huh.
Yeah.
So like the ratio needs to be equal.
Okay. So I will tell you few examples here. So see, if we have a 3 or 4 ratios like 40 by 80, 2 by 4, 16 by 32, 15 by 30. Okay, these are the 4 ratios. Okay,
Huh.
so in this 4 ratio, if we are taking a simplified fraction of these 2 ratios, then what will we get?
A
What is the
simplified fraction of these two
0
ratios.
0 get
So
cancelled?
40,
Okay,
0, 0,
4 1 are 4,
8,
4 to the 8, so 1 by
8.
2.
2.
Got it?
Huh.
What is the simplified fraction of this second? 2 1 are 2, 2 to the 4, so answer will be 1 by 2.
2.
What is the simplified fraction? Here 16 was the 16, 16 to the 32. So 1
Huh.
by 2.
1 by 2.
15 was the 15, 15 to the 30. 1 by 2.
Oh. Oh, so that's how you find out if the fraction is equal.
हाँ, तो हमें क्या पता चला यहाँ से कि सबका जो सिंप्लीफाइड आता है वो कैसे आता है?
Same.
सेम. सो सिंप्लीफाइड should be
Same.
same. That time we are calling these all fractions are equivalent fraction. मतलब ये जो भी ऊपर दिए चारों के चारों फ्रैक्शंस, ये सारे के सारे कौन से फ्रैक्शन है? इक्विवेलेंट फ्रैक्शन है. इक्वल नहीं, इक्विवेलेंट.
Equivalent.
These are equivalent fraction, equivalent ratios or equivalent fraction. Got it? Why we are calling equivalent ratios?
Because we are putting it into the term of ratio.
नहीं, वो तो हम रेशियो में लिख सकते हैं, लेकिन why we are calling these four fractions are called as equivalent fractions or equivalent ratios? Why we are calling it?
Because we are
See here,
equal. This is equal.
the simplified ratio are equal of all the fractions. Like 40 by 80 is 1 by 2 also. 2 by 4 is 1 by 2. 16 by 32 is 1 by 2. 15 by 30 is 1 by 2. So if we are simplified that fraction up to the simplest form, we will get the same answer. Okay? So this type of ratios or fractions are called as equivalent fractions. So these all four fractions or ratios are called as equivalent fraction. Okay? Why? Because they give same answer after simplification. Tell me what you understood here. So over here I understood that they give the same value as simplification, as they are equal ratios or simplification of the ground that we working down. Okay. After simplification, they have same values. That's why we are calling us equivalent fractions or ratio. Got it? After simplification. Yeah. So how to make equivalent fractions or finding equivalent fractions? So this is the one method and the second method also. So let's take a few examples here. On page number 255, find the question number 4. Example number 4. Read the question number 4. Find 3 equivalent ratios of 4:8. ओके, तो क्या क्वेश्चन क्या पूछा है? मुझे पहले क्वेश्चन बताओ. Find 3 equivalent ratios of 4:8. Yes, मतलब उसको कोई भी, he want any 3 equivalent fraction of this ratio. Okay? तो ये डिफरेंट हो सकते हैं आपके, मतलब हर एक का क्वेश्चन डिफरेंट आएगा, लेकिन उसका सिंप्लीफाइड फॉर्म सेम आएगा. ओके. सो if this type of question happens, then how to find the 3 simplified fractions, the 3 equal fractions of first equivalent fraction, first ratios. फर्स्ट रेशियो कैसे सॉल्व करेंगे? तो ये जो भी आपको रेशियो दिया गया है उसको बस 2 से मल्टीप्लाई कर लो. कितने से? 2 से. अगर आप उसको 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो दूसरा इक्विवेलेंट फ्रैक्शन मिल जाएगा. ठीक है? 8/16. 8/16. So the equivalent fraction is 8:16. Okay? What about अब 3 बोला है ना, तो मैं 3 निकालूंगा, तो सेकंड रेशियो कैसे निकलेगा? इसको 3 से मल्टीप्लाई करो. मल्टीप्लाई बाय 3. So you get 12, 24. 12, 24. 12, 24. So this is the second ratio which is equivalent to our ratio. Okay. What about third ratio? You have to multiply by which number? You have to multiply by 4. 4. Very good. So multiply each number by 4. 32. 16 by 32. Very good. 32. So 16:32 is the ratio. If he asking about write the 4 इक्विवेलेंट फ्रैक्शन, नॉट अ 3, ओके। अगर उसने बोला कि 4 इक्विवेलेंट फ्रैक्शन निकाल के दो, 3 नहीं चाहिए मुझे, 3 से ज्यादा चाहिए, ठीक है।
हाँ,
तो फिर हमने 3 तक
then
निकालना
we will
सीखा,
multiply by 5.
मल्टीप्लाई 5। अगर उसने 5 बोला तो मल्टीप्लाई बाय 6,
6.
ओके।
हाँ,
इट्स टू इजी।
हाँ,
तो हमें जब भी ऐसे बोलेगा फाइंड द इक्विवेलेंट फ्रैक्शन, हाउ मेनी नंबर ऑफ इक्विवेलेंट फ्रैक्शन वी कैन, नंबर ऑफ इक्विवेलेंट रेशियोज वी कैन फाइंड आउट, infinite number of
हाँ,
equivalent ratios, just multiply the sequential numbers, okay,
हाँ,
and start
हाँ,
the number from 2,
हाँ,
so we will get
yes,
equivalent fraction linearly.
हाँ.
What you understood here?
But so what if it tells us to determine which one's the bigger ratio?
क्या बोला? bigger ratio?
Like
बिगेस्ट तो
which
कितना
one's
भी
big?
बड़ा आएगा, इनफाइनाइट नंबर ऑफ आएंगे, मतलब ये इनफाइनाइट हो जाएगा आगे चल के, क्योंकि हम इसको इनफाइनाइट नंबर से मल्टीप्लाई कर सकते हैं, इनफाइनाइट नंबर आएगा ऐसा, बहुत सारे आएंगे,
Hmm.
कितने भी आ सकते हैं, वो कितने भी पूछ सकता है आपको। वो 3 पूछ रहा है यहाँ
हाँ,
पे, कभी कभी वो 5 पूछेगा, कभी 6 पूछेगा, कभी 10 भी पूछ सकता है,
हाँ,
ठीक है।
हाँ,
तो बेसिकली तुम्हें बस प्रोसेस फॉलो करना है, 2 से 3 से 5 से 4 से 5 से 6 से 7 से 8 से ऐसे मल्टीप्लाई करते चलो,
हाँ,
ठीक है।
हाँ.
ओके, सो नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज कंपैरिजन।
This is what I was talking about, comparison.
So the comparison, how to compare the ratios. So there are, I'm directly taking a question because your exam on your head. So we are taking a larger syllabus, what will be okay. कब है पेपर तुम्हारा मैथ का?
Tomorrow.
टुमारो,
Yes.
ओके। तो ये चैप्टर अभी हम खत्म करने का ट्राई करेंगे आज।
So will there be another class at 4 o'clock?
4 o'clock को?
Take class, हाँ.
हाँ, क्लास तो रहेगा ना। तो आपका कौन सा पेपर है उसके आगे?
हिंदी.
हिंदी,
Hmm.
ओके। क्लास रहेगा, लेकिन आपको फिर साइंस का पढ़ना है या क्या पढ़ना है? साइंस का पढ़ना है क्या?
मैथ का ही.
मैथ्स का ही कैसे क्लास रहेगा? मैथ्स का पेपर तो हो जाएगा ना आपका।
आज 4 o'clock.
अच्छा, आज और 4 o'clock को, ओके। नहीं, आज तो नहीं होगा, लगे तो मैं इवनिंग वगैरह में ले लूंगा कुछ लगे नेक्स्ट टाइम।
इवनिंग टाइम में.
हाँ, मुझे ना, मैं कॉल करूंगा तब ज्वाइन करा करो, ठीक है।
हाँ,
हाँ, मैं कॉल कर दिया करूंगा बिफोर लेक्चर, तब ज्वाइन करो, ऐसे ज्वाइन मत करके बैठो, मतलब उससे टाइम चला जाएगा तुम्हारा, मतलब कभी कभी टाइम इधर उधर
हाँ,
हो जाता है।
हाँ.
मैं कॉल कर दूंगा तब ज्वाइन कर लेना, तब तक डाउट्स वगैरह निकाल के रखो पीछे के।
हाँ.
Comparison of ratios. So the question number 5 is that compare the ratios of 2:7.
So how do we?
And 3:8.
हाँ. So we simplify it down to the fraction
Huh.
first.
So we will cover it in the fraction. So we have a two fraction, 2/7 and
And
3/8.
8.
Okay. So we have to compare it. Comparison करने के लिए सबसे पहले important चीज है, इनके denominator same होने चाहिए. So we should
हाँ,
have a common denominator in the both fractions. Okay.
हाँ,
So if
हाँ.
they are same,
They're not same. The denominators are not same.
denominator should be same for comparison. Okay. So now, so how to make it equal? So उसके लिए आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? LCM निकालना पड़ेगा. So find the LCM of 7 and 8. How to find LCM? Are you know about it?
So 7 and 8.
हाँ.
7 on one side, 8 on one side.
I'm telling you one method for LCM. Okay, it is the easiest one. So what is the meaning of LCM? Least common multiple. लीस्ट कॉमन मल्टीपल, लीस्ट का मतलब होता है सबसे छोटा, कॉमन का मतलब दोनों में जो होना चाहिए, और मल्टीपल का मतलब उनके टेबल में आना चाहिए. ठीक है, क्या क्या बोला मैंने? सबसे स्मॉल,
जिसका स्मॉलेस्ट कॉमन मतलब जिन दोनों में है मल्टीपल,
और मल्टीपल मतलब जो टेबल में होगा. हाँ, तो मुझे बताओ 7 के और 8 के टेबल में कौन सा नंबर ऐसा है जो कॉमन आता है दोनों के टेबल में? 7 का टेबल बोलो.
8 on the 7 into 7, 7 to the 14, 7 3s are 21, 7 4s are 28, 7 5s are 35, 7 6 are 42, 7 7s are 49, 7 8s are 56, 7 9s are 63,
7
7
8 जा
10s are
56, देखो 7 8 जा 56 है,
76, 7 9s are 7 8s are 56,
और 8 के टेबल में भी 56 आता है. 8 7 जा 56.
8 1s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 8 3s are 24, 8 हाँ आता है.
तो 56 इज एन एलसीएम. गॉट
हाँ
इट?
हाँ
जो उनके टेबल में पहला कॉमन दिखेगा वो एलसीएम होता है.
हाँ.
कैसे निकाला एलसीएम बता.
So lowest common multiple. So smallest common multiple. So smallest means like the smallest common meaning in both of them, in both of the numbers, multiple meaning in their table. So you'll find the lowest smallest number in their table which they both have and which is common for them.
Good.
Their
So
table.
so we just want to make the denominator 56. Okay.
Sir, how about HCF? How will we do HCF?
एचसीएफ अलग चीज होती है. एचसीएफ क्या होता है कि ये दोनों
Highest
नंबर, ये दोनों नंबर
fraction.
जिनके टेबल में आएंगे.
हाँ
जैसे अगर मेरे पास 12 है और 16 है, तो इसका एचसीएफ क्या है?
हाँ
एचसीएफ ये आएगा, ये दोनों जिस टेबल में आते हैं. ये किसके टेबल में आते हैं? 4 के टेबल में आते हैं.
और
4 के टेबल में आते हैं, 2 के टेबल में आते हैं. तो 4 जो है वो हाईएस्ट कॉमन है इसका, मतलब हाईएस्ट कॉमन मतलब इससे बड़ा कॉमन कॉमन है क्या कोई?
ना
मतलब ये 4 के टेबल में दोनों नंबर आ जाते ना,
हाँ
तो 4 इसका हाईएस्ट कॉमन फैक्टर हो गया.
हाँ
ठीक है.
हाँ
हाँ, एचसीएफ की बात अभी यहाँ पे है नहीं, एलसीएम ही निकालना होता है हमें.
हाँ
तो वी वांट टू मेक डिनोमिनेटर 56. सो हाउ टू मेक 7 56? वी हैव टू मल्टीप्लाई बाय 7. हाउ मेनी, which number?
we have to multiply by 7 to
8.
8.
If we are multiplying
Um,
by 7 by 8, we will get a 56 in denominator. Okay.
oh,
So multiply 8 to numerator also. Got it?
huh.
Now here in denominator 8, so we have to multiply by 8. Which number? So we will get a 56.
7.
7. So we will get a 7 in numerator and denominator also. Got it? So denominator of both the numbers are 56. No doubt.
Huh.
What about numerator? 8 to the
Numerator.
8 to
8
the
2s are 8
16.
2s are 16.
3 7s are 21.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So, huh.
So now we can compare it because the condition is satisfied. What is the condition? That denominator should be equal. Is they are equal now?
Yes.
Yes. So they are equal. Now we can conclude it. So what is the conclusion? Which numerator are equal? 16 or 21?
21.
21. So second fraction. So this 21 is the greatest one. Okay.
Huh.
Got it?
Huh.
So what is the fraction of this 21? 21 by 56 derived from which ratio? 3 by 8.
3 by 8.
हाँ,
So
3 by
3
8 से
by
derive
8
किया
is
था ना. So which one is greater?
huh.
So 2 by 7 is smaller than 3 by 8.
8. Or even, but we will write it as 2 is to 7 is smaller than 3 is to 8.
Very good. So 2 is to 7 is smaller than 3 is to 8.
Yeah.
So in this way, the comparison happens. So tell me from start to end, briefly.
Okay, so how to compare ratios? First, you will simplify into first we'll put in the form of fraction. 3 will be of numerator, 8 will be denominator, 2 will be numerator, and 7 will be denominator as the numbers are there. Then we need to break it down. First thing, denominator should be the same for comparison. Okay. Now we need to do LCM for it. 7, but in LCM there's one way you can do it. So LCM stands for lowest common multiple. Like the smallest that's common between the both of them, the number which is a multiple. So we will do 7 into 8 will be 56, and 8 into 7 will also be 56, and that will be our denominator. Then for 2 is the 7, that fraction, 2 upon 7, we will multiply it by 8, both the denominator and numerator. And for 3 is to 8, we'll multiply it by 7.
Why we are
So,
multiplying by 8 to the first fraction?
because we are trying to get the equivalent fraction here.
नहीं, हमें डिनोमिनेटर में 56 चाहिए, so that's why we are multiplying by 8 only. There is a 7 in denominator, so how 7 becomes 56? If we are multiplying by 8, it becomes 56. In second ratio, there is a denominator, there is the 8 in denominator, okay? And we want to 56 in denominator. So which number we should multiply that 8? 7.
So
If we are multiplying by 7 to the 8, we will get a 56 in denominator. So that's why we are multiplying 7 and 8 only. Why I'm not multiplying 10, 12, 13, 14? Why I'm choosing 7? Because if we multiply 7 to the 8, we will get a 56 in denominator. So that's why we are choosing 7. Next.
Next. Next is
आगे बताओ, आगे आगे आगे, अरे रुको, ये अभी कंप्लीट नहीं किया तुमने. आगे एक्सप्लेन करो.
next question.
अरे आगे एक्सप्लेन करो.
ठीक. For this, LCM will be 56. Now, both need to be 56. So, we'll multiply, get 56 from both in denominator. So, we'll multiply them by the number of the different question of the different denominator. Then, once we get that final answer, like 16, 56, and 21 upon 56, the 21 upon 56 is greater. So, we'll write it as 2 upon 7 is smaller than 3 upon 8. But we will represented as 2 is to 7 is smaller than 3 is to 8.
Okay. एक 5 मिनिट, 2-4 मिनिट, एकच मिनिट, ठीक आहे, झालंय. Okay, Rihan. Hello.
Yes.
We will continue at the night. Okay, I will call you before the lecture, then you will join. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I will send you a recording of last lecture and today's lecture. So see the first recording and then do the study.
Yes, sir.